Hola and welcome back to the NR2003 Boner Cup Series. Here, across the border, at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. Here in Mexico City. The track opened in 1959, later renamed due to the brothers Ricardo and Pedro Rodriguez. And I think the Boners would have a lot of fun in this road course. Especially some of the drivers that have raced here before, like Michael McDowell, Boris Said, A.J. Allmendinger, Eric Jones. Yeah, but more importantly, owners also have to settle the bracket. There's only 4 drivers left, but only one can be the winner.
The first of our remaining bracket challenges in the now semi-finals is Marcus Ambrose. He's had a fair amount of history at this racetrack, running twice in the NASCAR Busch and Nationwide Series. He only got a best finish of second there, and while second would be good, he has to hope that it's not losing out to his opponent, Trevor Bayne.
And the other bracket matchup features another driver from the Oceania region, Shane Van Gisbergen from New Zealand. And he is looking to have a good day here, as he usually does on road courses, but he's actually qualified behind his opponent of Austin Dillon, which was quite the surprise in qualifying. SVG's hoping that Trackhouse WeatherTech Red Bull Camaro could get past Austin Dillon as the ECR engine drivers battle for the second spot in the bracket finals.
Although the bracket is the main story of the Boner Cup Series, I think just as big is the hometown favorite, Daniel Suarez. He won the return to Mexico City in real life in the Xfinity Series. He'll be hoping to put some sort of speed into this race as well. Maybe come out with another win. But he's not the only one with some Mexican heritage, as Ty Gibbs also said he has that, I think. I don't know. It's what he said. But now, let's take it over to Blue 2 Roner. Alright, so starting up front, it is Paul Menard, famously good at road courses, Trans Am champion, and a former winner of this event, Kyle Busch. Behind that, we got the hometown favorite Daniel Suarez next to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And next up, Reed Sorenser for Chip Ganassi Racing, next to another driver that has driven here before, Scott Wimmer. And behind that, we got the College Racing driver of A.J. Allmendinger, next to one of the championship favorites, Eric Almirola. Behind that, we got the absolute GOAT of this series, Ty Dillon, next to Alex Sadler.
Starting in 11th is Justin Haley, and alongside him, once again in the auto desk, number 10, it's Danica Patrick. Behind them, a winner on the season, it's Ty Gibbs, although he is at risk of making the chase. Alongside him, a driver that's firmly into the postseason, Brian Vickers. Then we've got the second Dollar Tree sponsored car for Legacy Motor Club, that is Noah Gregson. Alongside him, a man that knows his way around road courses, and this track specifically, Michael McDowell. And following on, representing the CW and the Savannah Bananas, a long way from home, it's Matt DiBenedetto. And to his outside is David Reagan for RFK Racing. Then to round out your top 20, it is David Stremme for Chip Ganassi Racing, and the Pickle Father, Todd Gilliland, in the 38.
Then we have Harrison Burton, who actually has a top 5 on a road course, and Ryan Preece. Then it's Corey LaJoy and another experienced road course racer himself, Scott Speed. 2006 Busch Series Mexico pole sitter Boris Said is making his second start in the Boner Cup Series, and to his outside it is Daniel Hemrick. Then it's John Nemechek, and the highest starter of any of the bracket challenge drivers, surprisingly, Marcus Ambrose, who has many road course accolades. Then it's the Casey and Casey show, Casey Mears and Casey Atwood.
So following that, we got Carson Hocevar in the Spire 77 next to NC's determined driver, Austin Dillon. Behind that, recent winner Eric Jones, also recent stage winner, next to Trevor Bayne. Behind that, Shane Van Gisbergen, a last in-season tournament driver, next to Josh Bilicki. And following that, we got Justin Allgaier and Cole Witt Following that, Josh Berry still subbing in for Sam Horner Jr. Next to Joey Gaze, who, fun fact, follows me on Twitter.
And to round out the field here at Mexico City, we have Travis Quapple making the long journey without a sponsor. Alongside him is Garrett Smithley for Rick Ware Racing. And then starting last place, it is Regan Smith and the Levine family 95. So with the starting lineup all done, we're now going to send it down to the command to fire engines for today's race.
And here to give the command to start engines at Mexico City, it's coping Alex Bowman fan and professional Coca-Cola drinker, McLaren Fiji.
Hola todos, yo soy McLaren Fiji y pilotos, encienda sus motores.
Alright, fantastic command as always from the Boner Cup Series people. As we'll go through the stadium section before the long run to the start-finish line.
It's a nice and sunny day. We couldn't say the same for when the NASCAR Cup Series came to this racetrack in 2025. It's a very interesting front row as well. Both cars part-time in it for glory.
Yeah, and might be some glory here in Mexico. Maybe they can celebrate with some tequila.
Coming through that stadium section, the
Very
stands
close.
are packed.
I mean, why wouldn't they be? First time the Boners came here. Go through the Geico restart zone. And there it is. And we're underway. Pretty even launch from both of them.
You'd have to imagine Paul Menard would be the favourite out of these front two. Kyle Busch has a win here. We're coming into turn one now. Menard not clear yet. Maybe slight
there he goes.
touching. Very tricky section.
Second.
I think that was Austin Dillon that went off track.
Oh, see, there's a car spun in the back.
That's a
There's a
pile
crash.
up.
Michael McDowell.
Oh, the 34 on its got a little air there, tiny
But,
bit.
everyone's actually still going in the right direction.
I think a few cars got caught up. Hard to
Yeah.
tell who.
Travis Quaffle back here. I think he did start.
And
there.
Travis Capapple at the back.
Oh, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Reed Sorensen.
That's up in the front. Got
Gonna be
turned
able
right
to-
into the wall.
Gonna be able to merge semi-safely, I think. You're in the forest.
Very hard hit there. I'm surprised if that car can keep
Oh, and
running.
he's getting pushed off track
Reed
again by
Sorensen's
David
going.
Reagan, Carson Hocevar, Justin
That's a
Haley.
teammate.
I don't know if David Reagan wanted to do that. I think he got forced off by Hocevar.
The two RFK
Went
guys going
through-
side by side. We are
Tight, medium section. Can't go more
gridlocked
than
through
the
Foro
right.
Sol.
Oh, contact
Oh.
from Vickers. But, knock on wood, I think everyone has managed to make it through the first lap. And then
Ryan Priest in the pit lane.
don't know why, he didn't really have damage or anything.
I thought I saw a scratch on the side of his car. There was a lot going on that we couldn't quite see. A lot of trees around the track.
Oh, there's cars with a
So
lot more than
maybe
just a
involved.
scratch, like Joey Gase.
Big shame
Casey
for the
Atwood.
23. Priest
don't-
was leaving the pits.
I don't think we saw what happened to the 91, actually.
Well,
But-
still Paul Menard out front with a bit of a gap between him and second, which looks, if the ticker is right, yeah, there he is. Still Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch, hometown favorite, Elliott Sadler, AJ Allmendinger.
Allmendinger, a topic of conversation. He's always been around the Chase cut line, but now 16 winners. He needs to get a win to secure his place in the postseason.
Hey,
And
he really-
so far,
Can't rely
He's
on
not been able
points
to do that.
anymore. Unless, I don't know, someone gets qualified or something.
I'm surprised that the officials decided on 0 yellows, especially with the contact Stenhouse had. That was pretty major.
To be fair, Stenhouse is still going and everything.
Yeah.
It's hard to not think
Hunks of
through
metal
all of
on the
that.
track, but it's fine.
We saw Michael McDowell nearly flipping over. Hard to think there's no debris from that. There's dirt being kicked up further up ahead.
That is
By
Josh
Josh
Bilicki.
Actually, McDowell was still ahead of a few cars, like David Reagan.
With a bit of a Mando mower there.
He's been pushed out of the way by Reagan.
Currently
I hope he's gonna grab
scored
it.
in 26th. Go through the right-hander. Actually, see Austin Dillon in the wall.
Oh, he's stopped.
Oh, John Hunter.
Oh, John Hunter.
He's not really stopped, but
DC
he
Mears
is moving
as well.
slowly. I'm not sure what
I think that car is stuck. Those cars both look stuck.
Oh, I'll have to see. They don't move that
I think you have to have a go at this point. This is too much.
And there he goes. We'll see if the officials think the same, though.
Well, it looks like the lights are still green. There's a fair few.
I don't see anything yet.
We're gonna have to start. We're gonna have to start calling the booth and the tower into question here.
First, anyway, Elliott Sadler behind that, and AJ Allmendinger as well, closing up to Suarez. I think AJ got a way better run than Sadler out of the S's.
But what everyone cares about right now is the bracket. Austin Dillon with his trouble SVG. It's a boon for him.
I'm not entirely sure if Shane Van Gisbergen was going to have a hard day when it comes to beating Austin Dillon, but as you say,
the other battle, they're close right now, and there's a crash again. That's Godspeed.
Kind of self-inflicted, that one.
I do have to wonder why there's
right
no
next to each
caution.
other.
I'm not sure. I just didn't see it. Guess it is hard to see with all the trees here.
I think if we come back here next year, we're gonna need to get more officials on the track.
Get more people on the bun.
Multiple cars are stopped in the pit lane for repairs.
Cycling through the field. And then Gisbergen is ahead of Austin Dillon. Shocker, I know.
So I suppose the main story of the day there is Marcus Ambrose. He's racing Trevor Bayne, who I don't believe I've seen.
He is way
Oh, there he is, and he's ahead.
Yep, so he's currently one car between them. That's Josh Bilicki.
It's a very interesting line that they're taking through the chicane section. These cars very difficult to maneuver.
I'm not sure about that one, but Marcus Ambrose. Going for a dive bomb? No, not quite.
Not really given the room there, and it's not the position that you'd want to be in. You kind of want to diamond that hairpin. Make sure you've got the widest entry possible, and Ambrose was not going to have that. He's making the time back, though. I think Josh Bilicki is going to be in trouble entering the stadium section.
Bilicki blocks.
And this is opening the door for Carson Hocevar right behind. Hocevar.
Todd Gilliland.
Plenty of other cars willing to make some bold moves, even though we're quite early in this race.
I mean, when it's a road course, you don't really have a guarantee of a caution. They're way harder to get, as we've obviously seen. So, Ty Dillon. If you can maybe make life a little bit difficult for Trevor Bayne. I don't think he will. Not going to be close enough yet.
That car already roughed up.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get much worse than that. Well, besides the spins, actually mostly calm. Matt Benedetto and Noah Gregson.
32 and 42. Gregson went to the far outside of the racing line, and it seems to have worked out for him. Matter of fact, he's now challenging Corey LaJoy.
Well, Danica Patrick gave a bump to Matt Benedetto.
Quite the four drivers here. Corey LaJoy, Noah Gregson, Danica Patrick, and Matt Benedetto. All drivers I'm sure people don't have any opinions on.
Quite the four drivers, too.
Danica Patrick perhaps putting some of her knowledge to use as Justin Haley comes out the pits. Danica Patrick, big-time F1 reporter. She's been to this track. She's spent time with the Formula One grid, picking up tips and tricks.
Has she ever driven here before? That's what I want to know.
I am going to get my fact searchers to look at that, because that's a very interesting point. We've seen plenty of drivers that have raced here before.
Yeah, this track has hosted racing in pretty much any series you can think of. I think touring cars, the Grand Am Rolex Sports Car Series, Formula E, Formula One.
It looks to me like no, Danica Patrick has not raced here before, so for a first-time start, doing a pretty decent job. In 10th right now is the number 10.
Some drivers don't even have the privilege of commentating the series that has raced here. Some people are kind of just going in completely blind. Such as... I think Brian Vickers would be one of those people.
Yeah, Vickers would be right the time period to maybe catch a Busch race here, but again, I don't believe he has. He's got some backing from Red Bull. They will know this track with all the different series that they've raced in.
Actually, not really Corey, but Randy LaJoy has raced here before in sports cars. I don't know, maybe you can ask his dad tips. In front of him, we got two Dollar Tree cars. It'd be seeing double, I guess.
Yeah, interesting move by a Legacy Motor Club to run with the same two cars. The only difference being the number and the outline on them. We're looking at Casey Miz, who is in a striking HP number 25. Those Dayglow colors on the number, quite similar to what Jeff Gordon ran in the 24, to which I think there are some fans of. You can see some flags going around the track.
Yeah, I don't think they quite caught that Jeff Gordon is not in this race, but I don't know. We're not going to tell them.
They're a passionate bunch here.
They talked about the number colors. Something Legacy is doing to kind of honor both Richard and I think that is Lee Petty 42 car.
So if you take a look at the ticker on your top left, you can see the lead gap, 2.1 seconds. Paul Menard is doing a fantastic job of keeping this lead. AJ Allmendinger, this is a battle for fourth we're looking at. He swung deep into that hairpin, and it's not really worked out for him, but plenty of battles brewing.
Speed of Elliott Sadler. I think he's not got the car under him.
At Corlig Racing, they have struggled with their equipment throughout the season. Two drivers in the field. Daniel Hemrick definitely has not won. AJ Allmendinger has kept the car underneath him, but not enough to get a win.
I'm not sure what's going on with Corlig Racing. It feels like some races they have speed to win, some races are just completely nowhere. Not a lot of consistency within that game.
Yeah, all things considered, it's been a good season for them in the stat books. AJ Allmendinger with 2 poles, but only 2 top 5s and 6 top 10s for the amount of races that we've done here. We're on race 23 now, so it seems that they've been prioritizing short run, or maybe they just can't get any long run speed out of it.
Yeah, I mean, going for short run is not the craziest idea ever, as we have seen some short runs to decide races before, such as Memphis.
It's never quite been the day for the number 16, although with some of the recent winners that we've seen, think of Eric Jones, Almirola, Sorensen, guys that have been putting in good efforts and finally getting a win in this season. AJ Allmendinger has been hoping and praying that he would be next.
I'm currently looking at the number 52 of Josh Balicki, currently running in 15th.
He's got a battle in front of him.
His teammate Corey LaJoy just a bit up the road in 8th. It's a good day for Rick Ware Racing again. I guess they just got good road course cars.
Just want to point out right in front of them, Harrison Burton and Trevor Bayne. Trevor Bayne has a lot on his plate already, being the bracket driver, but these guys are going hammer and tong. You saw the different racing lines as it looked like Josh Balicki gets past Harrison Burton.
He messed up that corner there.
Yeah, Todd Gilliland looks to go. Todd Gilliland is going to look to do the same.
Those are friends, you know.
Oh, big time block, looking for the inside.
Burton's maybe not so friendly anymore.
Gilliland went in very early onto the grass.
Trevor
Bayne is off. That's position.
Those bracket contenders.
Almost 3 wide between them.
I think we might be 3 wide. No, Bayne will block. 3 Fords going crazy right now. And we're back to where we were a lap ago with Burton and Bayne, except they've lost 1 position between them. And Todd Gilliland is still there.
Through the S's, I think Harrison Burton's going to get the better of that. But we see Trevor Bayne, Todd Gilliland.
You look at the speed from Gilliland, way clear of that number 6. So there is definitely a battle zone, which seems to be through those S's.
And slowly up to the front. Not really as many battles as back here. I guess all the battling is in the midfield. See some cars in the pits. I saw David Stremme a lap ago. Now Shane Van Gisbergen.
We're at half distance now. Hard to tell what the pit strategy would be. I'm sure Shane Van Gisbergen isn't very happy to see Trevor Bayne pass him. Although his fight would be alongside. I believe Gisbergen was racing Austin Dillon. Yeah, but still a contender for next week if they both go ahead and win.
Would it be better if you're Shane Van Gisbergen? I don't know. Do you want to fight Trevor Bayne or do you want to fight Marcus Ambrose?
Well, it's Richmond next week, a return to traditional racing, as it were, so...
Yeah. Both are race winners. Actually, Austin Dillon's the only non-race winner of this Final Four, so...
Dillon knows his way around Richmond, although it's not going to mean too much, because I think he is out of battling range. We've just seen...
Leaders. Yeah, I think that was Bernard and Kyle Busch. So, new leader Daniel Suarez.
There was Austin Dillon. He must be a lap down.
Yeah, he was in the pits for a while.
Ryan Preece, he was in the pits earlier. He's coming out. So the leader
Well, the
in
leader
this,
currently
what
is
must be a
Suarez.
pit cycle, yeah, Daniel Suarez, hometown hero.
Oh wait, Sadler also stayed out. Austin Dillon is a lap down. I think the next car would be Reagan.
I mean, looking at the ticker, I believe AJ Allmendinger would have pitted as well.
Oh, car in the wall, Ryan
Oh.
Preece.
And the yellow is out. That's
The
going to
wheel and
be...
caution lights.
They found him. They found the button.
I suppose that's going to be what a lot of these cars wanted, because they've just beaten the pace car, especially the two leaders, Paul Menard and Kyle Busch.
Yeah, and that does not work out for Suarez. Well, he will take the caution flag this time by. Well, we'll have some replays to go look at. Okay, so see here, first caution of the day. So Ryan Preece coming out of the pits, he comes out just in front of Matt Benedetto, who kind of just, I don't know, turns him. No reason. And then Ryan Preece goes through the grass, no steering, because that grass is wet from yesterday. Then he's into the wall.
The drivers have gone through a lot of twists, turns, and curves today, but you can get ahead of the curve with the get treatment for PD.
Men, get ahead of your curve. Explore Peyronie's disease treatments at GetSomebody4PD.com.
Well, I was shopping for a new car, which one's me? A cool convertible or an SUV? Too bad I didn't know my credit was whack, cause now I'm driving off the lot in a used subcompact FREE, that spells free. CreditReport.com, baby. Saw their ads on my TV. Thought about going, but was too lazy. Now instead of looking fly and rolling fat, my legs are sticking to the vinyl and my posse's getting laughed at. FREE, that spells free. CreditReport.com, baby. Offer applies with enrollment and triple advantage.
Alright, welcome back to the NR2003 Boner Cup Series here from the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. But before we go green, have some replays to look at for the race recap brought to you by Xfinity.
We're going to recap this faster than Xfinity Internet. As we go into turn 1, we see some contact between Josh Berry and Shane Van Gisbergen. Shane Van Gisbergen into the wall. He will recover from this. Travis Kafafel going to get it taken up, but Justin Haley goes into the wall, and even more calamity ensues. And then they're going through the first couple turns here, and Justin Haley contact with Ty Gibbs, and more calamity's going to ensue. Michael McDowell gets turned, E4 in the wall. John Nemechek gets turned, and Boris said wowed into Michael McDowell. He got a bit of air under his side. But we were not done on lap 1. Ty Dillon goes around off the front end of a legacy car. Scott Wimmer gets into him. Casey Atwood gets turned into the wall by, I believe, Austin Dillon. And the 23 of Joey Gase just doesn't know where he is going. And lap 1 wasn't done. Maybe the hardest impact. Ricky Sithouse Jr. into the wall from the 41 of Reed Sorensen. And I'm just shocked they kept the green out after that one. You also saw, I think, David Stremme go through the grass, but who cares? Yeah, just a lot of calamity on lap 1 and no caution for it.
And we skip ahead to lap 3 now. The calamity did not stop. We're going to be focusing on the number 3 of Austin Dillon, who is way on the inside trying to defend, turns in a little too early. He will go into the wall, narrowly avoiding that truck that's there for support. Austin Dillon in the grass. Another surprise that there's no caution, but here's John Hunter Nemechek and Casey Miz both doing the same. So it is just a junkyard at this hairpin, I believe, turn 4 on the racetrack. Nemechek kept going, these two stayed here. Well, that brings you up to speed with the Xfinity race recap, going just as fast as Xfinity 10G Mobile. The pace car lights are out. We have skipped the pit stops, and as we go double file, it's going to be Paul Menard and Kyle Busch the front row just as we started. Behind them, AJ Allmendinger and Daniel Suarez. A few big losers from the caution and the pit stops. We skipped the pits thanks to Blue Chew, but as we come through Foro Sol, the stadium section here in Mexico City, we are going to be going green this time.
The crowd is roaring out in the stadium.
Not a lot of laps left. This is going to be crunch time for the drivers that need a win.
And we'll be restarting with, I think that is 7 to go?
I think it would actually be 8 to go, but either way, it's a long way down to the Geico restart zone. Menard keeping pace. Here we go.
And the
Green flag and
Here comes
what is AJ doing?
AJ Allmendinger. He needs something. He's got to have a good restart here. There are 4 wide behind him.
Bain, Regan Smith jump out. Josh Palicki.
No, he does not.
Regan Smith
What
with
a
a
save. Kyle Busch takes the lead.
Regan Smith, he makes it stick for
Oh,
now.
there goes
but-
Suarez.
Oh, there goes Daniel Suarez.
Oh, the crowd won't like that one. He keeps it going somehow. Cars in the back haven't even caught up yet. For some reason. Up front, Kyle Busch leads.
AJ needs to get in hot pursuit of that 18. But Kyle Busch, he's known to go down the series that maybe he's overqualified for and kind of just stomp on their dreams, and it looks like he might do that again.
Kyle Busch, a winner here previously. 2008, he won the Nationwide Series race. And he's looking to do it again.
But AJ will hope he can put a stop to that. Kyle Busch winning would not do anything points-wise, but win for AJ would do everything for his season. Behind that, Paul Menard got shuffled back to 3rd, and then Brian Vickers and Trevor Bain, our highest in-season tournament driver.
Yeah, Trevor Bain fighting Marcus Ambrose, who has not been anywhere to be found on this restart. So what an upset for Trevor Bain to move to the finals at a road course over Marcus Ambrose.
We see back here
Still...
the title favorites, Eric Almirola, Elliott Sadler. I think Soares is a little behind them. Yeah, there he is.
Haven't been able to pick out where the other 2 bracket drivers are. Shane Van Gisbergen and Austin Dillon
I think those 2
are
were
also fighting.
Yeah, I think those 2 are way in the back. Austin Dillon is still a lap down for the spin.
So if we stay as we are, next week the final at Richmond, Trevor Bain versus Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yep, and if I recall correctly, Trevor Bain has won a nationwide race at Richmond before. So it could be interesting for Shane Van Gisbergen. 2 teammates battling up front, Todd Gilliland and John Hunter Nemechek. Todd Gilliland will get the better of them.
Trevor Bain, a winner at Iowa, not at Richmond, but there's parallels to draw between the 2. He's got plenty of experience there, even if it's not a win. There's still more action. Once again, looking at the gap to the leaders, Kyle Busch, AJ Allmendinger in a race of their own. There is Paul Menard, he's a distance away. AJ looking on the inside. But no ground to be made necessarily. No, he actually is closer. He went for a very offensive entry into that corner. And not close enough to make any kind of overtake. With 6 to go now, I believe.
He has put a gap between himself and... He's put a gap between himself and Paul Menard. Paul Menard was very solidly the second place car early in the run, or, you know, he was even leading, I believe, too. And AJ Allmendinger had that aggressive restart to get ahead of Paul Menard, extended that gap and has kind of made the 27 an afterthought in terms of this battle. He's made it just him and Kyle Busch.
Indeed.
We're going to see the leaderboard update, see how that gap is doing. Visibly, I think, yeah, there we go. Nearly double. That's 1 second between them. Kyle Busch is looking good. Anything can happen, though. We just saw a caution, and Allmendinger making the most of that restart. The last thing Kyle Busch will want right now is the chance of another late race caution.
Yeah, I think at this point a caution would bring us just about into overtime, which we haven't seen too much this season.
Yeah, we'll need to keep a close eye on the wheel and caution lights around this racetrack, but for now, kind of difficult to see the gaps going along the top 10. I think the closest fight in the top 10 is probably for third, and even then it's a gap between them. Trevor Bayne trying to catch up to Paul Menard.
But I think Trevor Bayne would be under pressure from Brian Vickers too.
Brian Vickers will want a good points day. Try and add up those good results to help him out once the chase begins.
Hey, you did
Only
get bonus
one
points
win.
for that. Ooh, Trevor Bayne. Not the
Bold
best
move
line from
again.
him.
Going just way onto the grass. There's a lack of grip there.
I think there's a reason it is
Obviously, with it being
but-
grass.
Yep, so he will lose out. Heck, he might, I'd be closer to Brian Vickers than wanting to be closer to Paul Menard.
Yep, just again keeping a close eye on the gaps. Regan Smith.
Yeah, I
He is
wanted to
getting
point him
close
out.
to Matt DiBenedetto.
He started last in this race. Bit of a
Oh,
bump
was
to
that
the
a
32.
bump? Well, Matt DiBenedetto, he's had his fair share of questionable driving. He's going to get some of it back now. Regan Smith is going to be fighting for everything. He had some time out of that seat. Riley Herbst substituted for him.
And came out of Road Course, actually, to Portland. Which I think he did quite well in. Josh Balicki
3
not
laps
present.
to go now.
Look, he's an accomplished road course racer. It's not too shocking to see him up here.
Yep, and I think
AJ
up
Allmendinger
to
has
the
lost
front.
even more time, but so has Paul Menard.
Yeah, I just don't
Kyle
think...
Busch isn't perfect.
I don't think Allmendinger has the car that he needs right now.
I feel like after the past couple seasons Kyle Busch has had in the Cup Series, people are going to clamor for Kyle Busch to be considered a boner, and he is kind of proving why he isn't.
Yeah. Go back through
It's
the
surprising
field.
they let him in, to be honest.
Well, he's
Which I
only
get.
part-time, to be fair. Be the same with Jimmy Johnson, Ryan Newman.
And
Maybe a
still
little
now,
bit
we're going to be
closer
coming
this
to the line
time,
with 2 to
but-
go.
It's not enough for the 16.
You say
Under a
that
second.
about 3 tenths he's just closed. I don't think it's going to be enough
Yeah,
if he's looking for position.
he'll need like 4/10 a lap right now. I don't know if he can do that. Ben Vickers
I was going to say Trevor Bayne was about to be under attack, but Vickers did not get a very good corner there.
I don't think AJ is better through the start of the lap, but Bush just kind of pulls away on the second half, and nothing AJ can do.
I'd be inclined to say that the gap is still shortening. I don't know if or how AJ Allmendinger can get this move done.
Oh yeah, I've seen some outrageous dive bombs in Mexico City before, so could this be another one of those? They wouldn't need to be close enough to begin with. But Bush will go across the line. He will take the white flag. We'll be hoping that AJ doesn't have the speed to catch him. Hit their marks.
Yeah, white flag here. That gap has not moved from the last lap.
Oh, they're driving about the same.
What a day this has been for Kyle Busch. If he can close it out. Started on the front row, had that last restart, very quiet race otherwise, but if he can keep it, a win is a win. Seeing Matt DiBenedetto under pressure from Todd Gilliland.
Through the stadium section now. Bush goes a little bit wide, but I don't think it's going to be enough for AJ.
AJ
Definitely a bit of a slip up, but he had room for error.
Happened. Through the final corner. It's going to be Kyle Busch going back to victory lane. Not in the Cup Series, but close enough. AJ will have to settle for second. I'm being
well, we're
Paul
gonna
Menard,
get
another top 5, and Brian Vickers rounds off.
We're going to be getting rowdy here in Mexico City. Busch did it 2008. Give it about 18 years or so, he can still do it.
No, still got it. Matt Benedetto will also get a top 10, so that's good for him and the Savannah Bananas, which you can watch on the CW. I don't see Todd Gilliland. Regan Smith, I said it before, he literally started last. Somehow drove all the way up to 8th.
And we've got to keep a lookout for the bracket drivers.
Eric Jones
See how
and
those battles ended.
John Hunter Nemechek. Well, we know one of the brackets. Here's Trevor Bayne beating
Marcus Ambrose.
And then, back here, there's Shane Van Gisbergen. A lot of damage in that car, but he did what he had to.
SVG gets the bracket win, but probably not in the type of race he expected. It was a very quiet day from SVG.
I don't know much he could do there. Austin Dillon does at least cross the line, but not in any good position. Well, Kyle Busch will go on, be able to burn it down in front of the very excited Mexican fans. Well, we'll be going to commercial.
Hey guys, NASCAR driver Josh Balicki here, driver of the number 91 Mando Chevrolet. Your pit crew can make or break your race. Your pit crew can win you the race, and that's where I think the Mando products come in handy. In these race cars, it gets to 130, 140 degrees. Your suit's full of sweat. There's days where I lose literally 6 or 7 pounds. Before I used Mando, there were times when I could smell myself, and it's not pleasant. I started using Mando, and after the race, I was with my sister. I asked her, I'm like, do I smell it? She's like, no, you're good. I'm like, are you serious? The deodorant works phenomenal. I'll never switch to another brand, honestly.
Alright, welcome back to the NR2003 Boner Cup Series. Here post-race for Mexico City. which sees another different winner. If I recall correctly, it is our 19th of the season. Though not full time, so doesn't really do anything for the point standings, which you are seeing on the screen. But what does matter is the in-season tournament.
At the next race at Richmond Raceway, we're going to see a showdown between the 12 seed of Trevor Bayne and the 23 seed of Shane Van Gisbergen. Trevor Bayne was actually the top finisher of the bracket drivers this week, which was kind of surprising considering that Marcus Ambrose and Shane Van Gisbergen were both not eliminated. But we'll see if that changes at Richmond. I wouldn't rule SVP out entirely. It's sure to be a thrilling battle to watch next week on the CW.
So we'll be seeing you for some night racing at Richmond. Until then, goodbye.